Hi Aries, it's CJ here. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you for joining me. I am going to be doing a reading for all of you beautiful single people out there for love, obviously, in February 2022. This isn't going to resonate with every single one of you out there, so please just take what does and leave the rest for someone else. This can apply to anywhere you may have Aries placement in your chart, as well as it could also apply to cross watchers, because someone might be checking up on what the Aries is doing in February regarding love. So I think we should just probably get right into it. I'm going to open up with a couple of oracles, and then I will do a 7-card spread. So thank you for joining me. Truly appreciate all your support, your likes and your subs and your comments. All of that, it means a lot to me, so thank you. All right, Spirit, let's get into this reading for our beautiful fire sign Aries. What is happening for them in the month of February? For those that are single, with a love, what's coming towards them? Right. Make the efforts. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So Spirit is really kind of giving the energy here this month to get out there, to really get out there, and maybe easier said than done depending on where you live in the world right now with the restrictions and all of that stuff that's going on. But there is, Spirit is saying you got to make the effort. If we sit at home and we stay by ourselves, no one knows that you're there. So your true love, your partner that is in waiting, has to know that you exist. So there is this energy here about really putting the effort in. We'll dig in deeper, but let's just get another oracle here. All right, now I'm going to be using the Wisdom of the Oracles, and this deck is by Colette, Baron-Reid. Now, she has 3 meanings for each card, so I am going to read you the relationship message when we get the card from Spirit. All right, Spirit, what do you have for Aries regarding this love reading for those single and wanting to mingle? Not those of you that are in committed relationships, basically. All right, thank you. Higher power. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Pretty bottom of the deck is clean it up, which is indicating here that there might be a need to let go of some things that maybe have kept you stuck, maybe have kept you from putting the effort in. Just a side energy that they're giving me. But higher power has come out. Wow. That is a beautiful card. Hopefully you can see it. But this is the energy of the divine working behind the scenes, trusting your wisdom, your higher self, to know what you really need to do and how to really connect with your intuition is what I'm feeling. But like I said, I'm going to quickly read out of the book so that I give you the full message. I don't want to leave anything out. Okay. It's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship. Okay, did you hear that first sentence? What's this card? It says make the effort, right? Now we have higher power, and in the first line it says it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship. Wow. With higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Wow. Okay, so these 2 cards, thank you, Spirit, they're not messing around here, Aries. They're saying, you got to put the effort in to yourself, first and foremost. Making some clear decisions on what you do want, and trusting your intuition and really connecting with your higher knowing before you can actually start applying that to someone else. But you are going to be meeting someone. It said that you're going to be meeting someone that is going to make a big difference in your life here in the month of February. So let's get into the 7-card spread and see how these energies work with what Spirit gives us. All right, let's begin here. All right, I have to say the last few readings that I've been doing, there seems to be this similar energy that is like a lot of people are really kind of holding back. And obviously it can be for the obvious reasons, right? You know, you might not be able to go out to the movies or for dinner or any of that, the places where we used to all connect, right? So maybe that is the energy of what I'm picking up here, because there seems to be this, you know, a lot of people kind of keeping themselves shut in. And after a long time of, you know, maybe being in isolation, you know, it is kind of a little weird to then start getting used to being able to socialize again, at least in my experience. So perhaps that's the energy that Spirit is really bringing out over these readings, and we're all maybe feeling that way on a collective. Okay, let's get one card. This card is going to be for your desire, what you want, what your heart is desiring. All right. Aries, for February 2022, in love, please, Spirit. Thank you. All right. Justice. Okay, so you want a relationship that's going to be balanced. Let's look at what card represents your love lessons. Okay, 10 of Swords. Things you've learned from love, from relationships. Let's look at what is your shackles, what may be keeping you from putting the effort in. Wow, the Sun. Okay. Could be a fire sign. This is Leo's card, just feeling that. Okay, now let's move into what is the readiness of your heart? Where is your heart at? Ace of Pentacles. Where is your mind at? 2 of Pentacles. And where is your soul at? Wow, Knight of Cups. Oh, that's pretty. And the outcome is the Hermit. And the bottom of the deck is 5 of Wands. Okay. All right, let's get into this. So it looks like what you are wanting here, this is interesting, Aries, because I'm actually feeling quite reserved right now. So maybe I'm picking up on your energy. I'm feeling more in my head more than I am feeling in my heart. That's the energy I'm getting. So what you would like is a very fair, balanced relationship. You want it to be one where what you put in, you receive. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want, I'm really picking up on that for some of you guys out there. You just don't want to be taken advantage of, and you just don't want to be used. So you really want this harmony in relationship, in love. That's interesting. What you've learned in love is the 10 of Swords. You've gone through a hell of a lot of stuff, things that have hurt you. And I feel like you've learned to walk away, Aries. I feel like you have closed the door, probably more so than the other person. You know, there's nothing, I'm not meaning this in a negative way at all. I'm just really getting that energy because we do have the 10 of Swords. So maybe you've walked away from turbulent relationships. Maybe you've been in relationships that were not balanced. And the only way for you to really kind of survive is by having to walk away, you know, not fighting for something that really wasn't good in the first place. Yeah, that's pretty powerful here. Of course, it could have meant other people might have walked away from you too. It can work both ways. When we look at the shackles, things that maybe have kept you from opening up, from putting effort into having a relationship, it's the Sun. The Sun is a beautiful card, but the energy I'm picking up here is, Aries, do you like to be free? Do you like to be independent? And being independent is an amazing thing. It's wonderful. Don't get me wrong here. But what I'm wondering, because this is a love reading for singles, is I'm wondering if you enjoy more your freedom than you do being in a relationship. But at the same time, I understand that if you've been in a relationship that was not balanced, that was maybe even toxic, I can understand why freedom, better to stay single, you know? I can understand that. But we got to get out of that if you're wanting love. This is a love reading here. So place out energy where it may fit, but I do feel like you're kind of at this place where you're like, I don't know, man. I think I just want to be free. I think I just want to be single. I don't know if I want to put the effort in because, you know, it never works out. The scales are never balanced. I never feel like I get out of the relationship what I put into it. Therefore, I think I'll just walk away from it and I'll stay single. But your heart, when we look at actually the readiness of your heart, you have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles here is indicating that your heart is ready. Your heart is ready to grow. Ace of Pentacles is that seed that you are planting. And with the right amount of nurturing it and taking care of it and feeding it, giving it the water and the nourishment and the sunlight and all of that, picking the weeds, it will come to full growth. It will be there. You will actually have this beautiful pentacle that will grow. And so when we look at that in love, it is like your heart wants to. Your heart wants to take this leap of faith, we'll say, with opening yourself up and starting again, because this is beginning. Your heart wants that. But when we look at where your mind is Two of Pentacles. Your mind is in between. Your mind is like, I want love. I want freedom. I want love. I want freedom. And this is your mind. So, you know, our mind controls a lot of what we do and how we react or how we don't even react. When we look at what your soul is at, where your soul is at, your soul is wanting love. Knight of Cups. This is the most romantic card in the whole deck. Your soul is saying, I want love. I want to find companionship. I want to find that which is balanced and which is going to be a beautiful partnership. I want that. Your soul wants that for you, you know? But your mind is pulling you in two different ways. And that is the energy I'm picking up here, Aries, is like, I'm wondering if you have just been really, where it almost feels like you've given up a bit on finding love here. And I believe that is why Spirit is saying you got to make the effort. If you want it, you got to put the work in, you know? It's worth taking the steps to open yourself up and wait for the right person. You don't have to rush into anything. But I think what Spirit really wants you to know, Aries, is that in order for you to find your partner, to find the right one for you, you have to actually be very honest with yourself too. You've got to be honest with what you really want. Because look, this last row here it's a bit, well, actually these two rows here, they're very opposite sides here. It's very interesting, you know? Walking away, having freedom, wanting love, but not sure which one to pick, you know? So probably just kind of staying in your safety net, maybe, right? When we look at the outcome, we have the Hermit. And the Hermit, well, this is Virgo's card, so maybe some of you are dealing with a Virgo, maybe you're dealing with a fire sign. You know, we've got Pentacles, Swords, and water. We've got all the elements here, and Wands. The Hermit being the outcome is, I'm going to be honest here, Aries, I don't think you're finding love this month. I don't. I'm not getting that feeling at all. There feels like there's work that has to be done within yourself here. Realizations that you have to admit to, accept. You have to be honest with yourself. I know that you are a powerhouse of an energy. I know that, Aries, you normally go after what you want and you normally get exactly what you want. You are very independent by nature, you know. You are a cardinal sign, so you're very much in control of yourself, usually. So I can understand how this could be a bit of a challenge for you. But if you're here wanting love, the only way you're going to be able to get that is you're going to have to really start getting very clear and really putting the effort in on what you want. Remember this card, the higher the higher power, it spoke all about you having the connection with yourself, working on that first, right? With what you, source, God, you know, divine, whatever part, whatever you want to call it, but it's really the part that you're connected with in here, in your heart. I'm hitting my heart and you can't even see it, not in the camera. So that is actually what this reading is really feeling like. You're going to need to get some clarity. That's why the Hermit is here. It is the outcome. You need to actually take some time for yourself and really be honest with yourself. You know, because you do want love here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be at this reading, you know? And Knight of Cups wouldn't be here, nor would the Ace of Pentacles. But there's going to be this need here over the month of February to really kind of just, you know, just be really truthful to yourself. And once you are in that state and you become very much aware of what it is that you want, that in itself is putting the effort in. And when you do that, that's when the doors are going to open. As you open and blossom, doors are going to open. And the right person is going to come your way that is going to be balanced for you. We had on the bottom of the deck 5 of Wands. There's this struggle. I feel like this is your inner struggle here. 5 of Wands is all about conflict. For the most part, and I'm really picking up that you're having this inner conflict with yourself. Do I want to stay single or do I want to be in a relationship? That feels like the energy here. I'll see if I can get a few clarifiers from Spirit for you. Spirit, can you clarify a little bit of, what do we want? Let's clarify the Sun. I really kind of want to see a little bit more about that. Because the Sun is your shackles, is saying you're kind of really wanting to stay free. You're wanting to stay single is what it's indicating here. So why do you want to stay single? Oh, okay. King of Cups. Because you don't want to give your emotions. Aries, this is a King of Cups. This energy is very much about really giving their emotions. Very loving, very protective, very balanced in the emotions. Very just emotionally loving, I want to keep saying. And vulnerable too, right? The King of Cups is very powerful, but you have to be vulnerable when we're talking about emotions. And I feel like that is your hang up here, is you don't want to get emotionally attached. You're fearful. You know, and I'm just talking to you, Aries. So this is just between you and I. I mean, I'm the messenger, just giving what Spirit has for you. Oh my God. And on the bottom of the deck is a Queen of Cups. You are totally really not wanting to really give your love, as I feel like you have done in the past. Because we do have a pair here. We've got the King and the Queen of Cups. So perhaps you're even married once before. Or, you know, and it was really not good. And someone had to walk away and you got your freedom. And now you don't want to go back into this. You don't want to find yourself stuck in a relationship again. You're scared. I understand that. I get it. That's what I'm getting, is that you don't want to be emotional. Okay. Logically, you don't want to be emotional. Your heart wants to. We all want love. I mean, really. Anyone that says that they don't want love, that's what we're all about here. Let's see if I can get a clarifier of the Hermit. Spirit, can you clarify the Hermit, please, for Aries regarding this reading, this singles love reading? Taking the time out, and then what? They might or they might not give me any kind of clarity on this. I feel like they want you to put the effort into getting clarity for yourself. But we'll see. Strength. Okay. Wow. And the Hangman. Okay. So strength is clarifying the Hermit. If you really want love, Aries, you are going to have to be brave and courageous. Okay? And now you have 2 cards of Leo. So that is a fellow fire sign. I don't know. Maybe you have placement in Leo. If so, maybe check out that reading when you get a chance, if that resonates with you. Strength has come out, and it is saying it is going to take courage and strength for you to push through the fears of what was in the past, and to push through feeling that you maybe don't want to give up your independence. The beautiful thing about finding your right partner, when that happens, is that you don't have to give up anything. You still get to be you. You still get to have your freedom and do your own independent self. The best relationship is when two whole people come together. Not half of a person and half a person makes one person. It's when you're full and the other person's full, then you come together and you have the perfect balance of the justice card. I understand you might be fearful that, sometimes we can get in relationships where all of a sudden we are doing everything for that person or with that person and we lose our independence a bit. But I'm not feeling like that is what is going to happen for you. You know better now. You've learned things. You have learned a lot. So the right person is going to allow you to have your own independence, just as you'll allow and respect them to have their independence and what matters to them. So it's going to take some courage, though, if you really want that. And it's also going to take a change of perspective, because we have the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is saying you're going to have to change the way you're looking at things if you want things to be different. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect change. Change nothing, nothing changes, right? So I'm going to leave it there, Aries, because this is a dive deep into your emotional month for this love reading. That's all I can say here. There is a need for you to really put this effort in if you're really wanting love. And when you do make that effort, Spirit, Divine, they're going to see it and they're going to help you meet the right match for you that will be balanced. Let's get one card to close this reading, Spirit, from Treasures from Tikashi for Aries regarding this love reading for all those singles. Please don't hate me, Aries, for all of this. This is just a message, and if it relates to you, then you know it, right? You're beautiful. You deserve love. You deserve a wonderful partnership. Just open yourself up a little bit. The right person could be right around the corner for you. Respect. Okay. We got respect and power on the bottom too. Respect. A sense of reverence surrounding your being creates flow with every thought or action. Pay particular attention to yourself, your clothes, your stance, your charisma. Allow your inner pride of self to quietly shine. Honor yourself and respect the needs of others, and whatever needs to be achieved can be done with dignity. That's beautiful because, you deserve respect for sure. And the right person is going to respect you. I think I just mentioned the word respect before I pulled that card. And you deserve respect. Maybe you didn't get it in the past, but you have it in the future. As long as you really open yourself up and allow yourself to find love, if that is really what you're wanting. Okay? So I'm going to leave that there, Aries. I hope there was something that was helpful for you. I wish you a beautiful month. Please remember to like and subscribe. It truly does help me and my channel as well. It means everything to the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you and thank you for being here. So you got this. You are so lovable. Let someone out there love you for who you are. Okay? You're not going to have to change. All right, Aries, take care.